Students, welcome you all once again. In this class, we will be learning about the structure of alkyl halide, and also, students, you remember alkyl halides can exhibit two types of reactions. What are they? Substitution reactions and also elimination reactions. And under substitution reactions, we have seen nucleophilic substitution reactions, under which SN1 and also SN2 reactions. So we have learned all the substitution reactions. In this class, I will be teaching you, along with the structure of alkyl halide, elimination reactions also. Okay, so kindly watch the complete video and try to learn all the points carefully. Okay, first let us see about the structure of alkyl halides. So what is the structure of alkyl halide? So you know the carbon atom of the alkyl group is in sp3 hybridized state. Okay, look here the diagram, students. The carbon atom of the alkyl group in alkyl halide, okay, is in sp3 hybridized state, and the halogen atom, here the halogen I have written it as chlorine in the diagram. So the halogen atom has half filled p orbital, students. Okay, underline that point. The halogen atom has half filled p orbital. Okay, and the carbon hydrogen sigma bonds are formed by the overlapping of sp3 orbitals of carbon and s orbitals of hydrogen atoms. Okay, so there are three CH, that is carbon hydrogen sigma bonds. You can observe this in the figure, students. How are they formed? They are formed by the overlapping of sp3 orbitals of carbon and s orbitals of hydrogen atoms, sp3s. See, I have written in the diagram sp3s, that is sp3 of carbon and s of hydrogen atoms. Okay, and CX sigma bond, that is carbon chlorine sigma bond, is formed by the overlapping of sp3 orbital of carbon and half filled p orbital of halogen. Okay, can you see that in the figure, students? Is it clear? Okay, so the carbon atom of the alkyl group in the alkyl halide is involved in sp3 hybridization, or it is in sp3 hybridized state, and the halogen atom, that is here I have mentioned chlorine atom, it has half filled p orbital, and there are carbon hydrogen sigma bonds and carbon halogen sigma bond. So carbon hydrogen sigma bonds, how are they formed? They are formed by the overlap of sp3 of orbitals of carbon and s orbitals of hydrogen atoms, whereas the carbon halogen sigma bond is formed by the overlapping of sp3 orbital of carbon and half filled p orbital of halogen. Okay, clear, students? And also kindly observe the diagram. All these points will be understood. Fine. Next, moving on to elimination reactions, under which we have two types. They are nucleophilic elimination unimolecular and nucleophilic elimination bimolecular. So first, let us look at nucleophilic elimination unimolecular reactions, or EN1 mechanism, like SN1, students. Here it is EN1 mechanism. So what is this EN1 mechanism? How does this nucleophilic elimination unimolecular reactions take place? In the first step, what happens? The carbon halogen bond breaks, forming intermediate carbonium ion, and this is the slow step, which you know that it is the rate determining step. Okay, so look at the reaction given below. CH3, 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 Br. Okay, what is this? Tertiary butyl bromide. Okay, so what is happening, students? In the first step, carbonium ion is being formed. How is it formed? By as the carbon halogen bond breaks up, okay, the carbonium ion is being formed. So look here, C positive charge and surrounded by 3 methyl groups, CH3, CH3, CH3 plus Br minus. And we also have learned in the previous class that carbonium ion is formed more easily in tertiary alkyl halides. Okay? Okay, students, this is the first step happening in nucleophilic elimination unimolecular reactions. Okay. Next, in the second fast step, that means second step is the fast step. What happens? The nucleophile, that is OH minus ion, it takes up a proton from the beta carbon to form alkene. Okay, look here students, this is the carbonium ion which is formed in the first step. So OH minus ion, which is the nucleophile, it abstracts a proton from the beta carbon. So look, this beta carbon, so I have written one of the hydrogen atoms separately. Are you able to notice, students? One carbon, 2 hydrogens I have written together, CH2, and 1 hydrogen I have written it separately. Hope you can notice this one carefully, students. So OH minus ion I have written on the arrow. Na? So this OH minus ion, it is taking up the proton, that is hydrogen, as H plus. Look at the arrow, how I have drawn the arrow. OH minus is taking up the proton, that is H plus. So H plus OH minus, what is formed? H2O. So below the arrow I have written minus H2O. Okay. And now that bond is there now, students. H is coming out as H plus, and that H plus is taken up by OH minus. Now that bond will be shifted between the CH2 carbon and positively charged carbon. So that means a double bond is being formed between those 2 carbons. Look at the product. C double bond CH2 and the 2 CH3 groups as usual. Okay. Have you seen? So what is that being formed? An alkene is formed. Alkene means what? Which consists of a double bond. Okay. Now, so as the slow rate determining step, that is the first step, involves only one molecule of alkyl halide, this reaction is known as unimolecular reaction. Okay. So if you observe the first step, students, it involves only one molecule, that is tertiary butyl bromide, or generally tertiary alkyl halide. That is the slow step and also rate determining step. Okay. So first step involving only one molecule, and hence this reaction is said to be unimolecular reaction. Okay, students, clear? So this is about EN1 mechanism. Second type of elimination reactions is nucleophilic elimination bimolecular, which is also called as EN2 reaction, which proceeds through EN2 mechanism. Okay, it takes up only in one step, and the attacking nucleophile, that is OH minus ion, it abstracts or it removes the proton from the beta carbon. Okay, so look here in the reaction given below, OH minus is removing H plus, that is the proton from the beta carbon. I have mentioned in the given example the alpha carbon and also beta carbon. The hydrogen which is attached to beta carbon is removed as H plus by the OH minus nucleophile. Okay, again what is being formed? H2O is being formed. Look in the products, I have written plus H2O. Okay, and the bond between carbon hydrogen will be shifted between alpha and beta carbons. So what is being formed? Double bond is being formed, and immediately that halogen which is Br, it comes out with the electrons between carbon and Br. Okay, so forming Br minus. So now look at the product being formed. R, C, there is hydrogen. So RCH, double bond is being formed, double bond. C, 2 hydrogens are there, that is alpha carbon, CH2 plus Br minus plus H2O. Okay, so here also an alkene is being formed. Okay, students. So it takes up only in, or it occurs only in one step. Hence we call it as a one-step mechanism. Okay, so rate of this reaction is proportional to concentration of alkyl halide as well as OH minus, that is nucleophile. Fine, since the rate determining step involves two molecules. What are the two molecules, students? Alkyl halide as well as the nucleophile. Here the nucleophile is OH minus. What is the reaction called as? It is called as bimolecular reaction. Okay, so the rate determining step, that is the slow rate determining step, is involving two molecules, both alkyl halide and the nucleophile. This reaction is said to be a bimolecular reaction. Whereas EN1 reactions, the slow rate determining step, it involves only one molecule, that is only alkyl halide. Hence it is called as unimolecular reaction. Clear, students? Okay, the difference between EN1 mechanism and EN2 mechanism. So in this class, what did we learn? We have learned about structure of alkyl halide, how an alkyl halide is being formed, and EN1 reactions and EN2 reactions, their mechanism. Okay, so kindly write down all the points in your notebook, students. Don't miss any of these points and try to learn these questions carefully. Okay, kindly watch all my videos, and also please wait for my upcoming videos. Don't miss any of my classes, students. Okay, thank you.